Hi YouTube, this is Susan, and I would like to share a project with you. I've been working on a mini album this week. It's taken me about a week to finish. It is a box style mini album, and it is of my own design, I believe. I have a lot of influence from YouTube, but I did not follow a tutorial for the box itself. The box structure, or the book structure, is based on MySisterScrapper, the vertical paper bag mini album tutorial. I love that structure, so I do use that quite a bit. The page styles vary. They are based on another tutorial that I mentioned in one of my previous videos, but I kind of changed the pages up a bit and had fun with it. The paper I used was the G45 French country paper, and at first I wasn't real excited about the paper. It is not really my style, so it was quite a challenge for me to use this paper and make something that I like, actually. The paper is beautiful, don't get me wrong, it's just not my style, my personal style, which I guess my personal style is kind of bright colors and, you know, whatnot. Anyway, so I guess we'll just jump right into it. This is the book, and I did embellish it quite a bit, which y'all know that I'm not a real big embellisher, but I did kind of go crazy here. There's the sides. And I did supplement the G45 paper stack with the DCWV Glitzy stack, which is the glitter paper. And you can see here, that's the book right there. And I put the gold glitzy paper on the sides, and then this is one of the sheets from the G45 stack. And I did trim. I used some of my Hobby Lobby trim here on the sides, as you can see. Very pretty, I like it. And I did not hinge the top, and you could do that very easily. Just put paper in there, inside there, and hinge it. I just punched holes in here and tied some seam binding in it. I kind of like that. It's just kind of frilly. I don't know. Just my own thing. But it would be easy to alter this design to where the lid was solid. I guess my thinking was this makes it flexible. You can always untie these and it will lay completely flat. So that was my thinking. But anyway, so this is the front of the book. And I did use my brother Scan and Cut quite a bit. I cut all these flowers out with my brother Scan and Cut. That is a built-in design. And I basically made these flowers out of the G45 paper, and I had a lot of fun. I inked the edges, and I didn't really wet them down and press them. I just manipulated them with my fingers to kind of make a flower, and then I used a flat back pearl for the center. And I had a lot of fun with these. These turned out really pretty. I really like them. I think I will definitely do those again, which kind of is cool because you don't really have to buy the flowers to match the paper. You can just make them. It was fairly simple. So, and this here is a cutout from my brother, and it is a monument that's found in France. It is kind of based on France a little bit, you know, since the paper is French, so I kind of ran with that. I've not been to France myself, been to Italy, but not France yet, so I guess I'll have to go. Anyway, so these images here are the actual images that are on that monument, the reliefs that are on the top and the sides. And I just printed those out from the internet. And these are some mini shadow boxes that I got from Saw Crafters and just made little art tiles out of them. Put glossy accents in there. And then this is a cameo that I purchased from Linica, a Zibbet store, and it's really cool. It's a three-dimensional cameo, and I painted the frame black with black enamel paint, and I also outlined the cameo with black enamel paint. I thought it kind of looked European. And this is a Butterbee Scrap filigree butterfly, and I just put a little flat back pearl on there. And this is also a Butterbee Scraps filigree piece also, and you just add the rhinestones to it. So that is the front of the book. So we will go ahead and open it, and I'm not sure how, I should tell you the dimensions on the book. The book is about 10.5 inches tall, and it is about 6.5 inches wide, and it's about 4 inches deep. And basically, on one of my other videos, I explained how I make the pages first, and then I make the spine to fit the pages. I have a pretty thick gusset on my spine, so I will just go ahead and open this up and show you. So typically, it will open up and it will lay down like this. It will lay flat. And I haven't done anything with the sides, but you certainly could, you know, put a place to journal or put pictures, you know, or even like if you visited France, you could put some of the little trinkets you pick up or whatever. There should be plenty of space in this book to add to it where it won't outgrow the box. I was really careful in that, and I believe the gusset is a 1/2 inch. So there's a 1/2 inch between each signature, and I have 6 signatures in here. The first page, and then as you can see, I used the glitzy on the inside, and then some graphic. That's actually the back, right here. That's actually the back page of the paper pad. It's kind of cool that they give you a whole page there. I use that. So, and I also put it here on the very, very back page. You can see that's the bottom, the glossy bottom part of the paper stack. Alright, so the first page, I had an extra flower, so I just added it to this tag. And I just think the flower is just so pretty. It turned out really pretty. And then I cut the fleur-de-lis from my brother, cut and scan, or scan and cut rather, sorry. And I just, I added a layer of paper here and a layer of paper here, because these are the cutouts from the paper, and there wasn't really a cutout I didn't like, so I wanted to utilize those in my pages as well as in my pockets, you know. So that goes there, and this opens up here, and so you have a pocket here and a tag, and then normally there's, in this particular page style mini album, per the original tutorial, there were pockets here, and I just kind of changed those up. I used them differently. So I just have 3 places here for pictures and journaling. And then you have this pocket here. Oh, another thing too, what I did was, on this particular tutorial, which I can list below, the tutorial is based on 8.5 by 11 paper, and I actually used 12 by 12, so my measurements here are bigger. This book is actually bigger than the tutorial. I just kind of changed all the measurements to make the book bigger, basically. Okay. So each, and then got a tag here, and that's a cutout from the paper. Okay. And then each page has a pocket, or each signature has a pocket. And I just used an edge, not stamp, but I guess you call it a stamp, my edge stamp, and I created these tabs with my brother, scan and cut. It is a built-in image shape. And then that's just the back page. It's kind of plain. This is the next one. I used another one of those flowers, which I just love. I just think they turned out so pretty. And I made a photo mat there for journaling spot. And then turn the page, and I used some of the glitzy paper here because I just love the green. So, and then here again, there's that area where you would normally have pockets. I just kind of put one of the cutouts here, and then I used a envelope here and created a photo mat. And then you have a pocket here, lots of places for pictures, and then you have a pull-out photo mat Lots of places for pictures. Next page, this one's kind of plain. And then this one, this one's funny because I actually covered it. And I wasn't real thrilled with this paper. So I decided to put this cutout here. And I used that edge stamp there. And I like it much better that way. And I just made a couple of photo tags there, photo mats. Next page, just an envelope. So it's, as you can see, it's kind of the same all the way through. And this is the next middle section that I kind of just did something different. This is a library pocket. It's a 2-tag library pocket that I created here, so you can use it that way. And I just have this tag here to show you. It doesn't actually go in there because it's not long enough, but and then just a piece of the gold glitzy paper there. And then we have another pocket and another photo mat that pulls out. And then the next page, we use some more of that green glitzy paper. And then this pocket, just a cutout from the paper. And then this page, I just cut a piece of paper, put the cutout over it, just kind of layered it. And this has a cutout, pocket, and a photo mat. Okay. And then the next page, which I might have to work on this design just a little bit better, but I used some of that lace that I got from Hobby Lobby and just kind of made a place to hold photo mats or whatever you want to put in there. Yeah, I probably need to work on that one. I'm sorry, doing this backwards is kind of hard too. Okay, then the next page, and I just cut this out. The original lace was a ruffled lace, and I just cut this design out of the lace and adhered it to the page. The next page, I cut this out from my brother Scan and Cut, and it is a built-in image as well, and it is actually on like a cream-colored glitzy paper, but I don't think you can tell, and it's set on top of some black glitzy paper, and I just layered some of the graphic 45 paper underneath and another flower. And then inside here you have another pocket with a cutout from the paper. And then I made this little envelope, and you can just put something or anything in there, something that you might have picked up, a souvenir or whatnot, and this just wraps around that. And then there's just some black glitzy paper on the back of that. And you have another pocket with the cutout from the paper, another photo tag, photo mat, and then this is an image that I printed from my brother Scan and Cut. It is not one that came stock. It is one that I acquired, and I used this bird that I got from Sock Crafters, and I embossed it with red embossing powder. And I just added a little chain, and I used this little hand that's embossed with black embossing powder that I got from Sock Crafters as well. So it is just a little bird cage, and you can put tags in there. And then the last signature, I kind of just split this image. So you can put a tag in there. And I fussy cut this sunflower. Because originally I had this other sunflower down here peeking out, so you can only see parts of it, so I decided to kind of make it dimensional, and I cut another sunflower and placed it on that page. And then this is the way that I laid that paper, and just put one of the cutouts up here, and then some of the 12 by 12 paper there. And then I have two photo mats here. And then this is the last page, which is a pocket. cutout from the paper. That's another cutout from the paper. And it actually had that sunflower on there. And then the very back, you'll recognize that paper. See, the front A side is on the back. Anyway, so that is my book, and it took me a very long time to complete. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet. And I hope that I A, either use it, or B, find a good home for it, somebody that loves it, because I really put a lot of work into it. And then it just closes up like that. And that is it. If anybody has any questions, let me know. I did take pictures of how I created this box. So if anybody's interested in that, just let me know below. And if you like it, hit the like button. You guys have a great day. Thank you. Bye.